Yo, Vapor Central, man. How you guys doing tonight? Hey, man, are you guys ready to do fucking so much weed you're going to want to eat weed? Are you guys ready to laugh a whole fucking fuckload? All right, you guys sound like a fun bunch. Sounds like you're ready for Toronto's best self-introducing host. Give it up for your host with the most earwigs in his brain, Hunter Collins' 3rd Class Thursdays. Hey, hey, hey. How's it going, guys? Hey, man, you guys ready to rock out? Ready to have a good show or what? Let me hear it. Let me hear it. Come on. Come on. I know you guys are big. Good, good, good. Wake up. Wake up. Got a great show here, man. Great show tonight. All dynamite acts. These acts are like fucking just nuttier than vegan shit. You know what I mean? Crazy like that. Dynamite show. I don't know if any of you guys haven't been here before. I'm your host, Hunter. I'm going to be bringing all the acts up tonight. And if you've never been to Vapor Central before, at the back they got munchies for sale and all kinds of stuff like that. You got like every fucking color of crush you could imagine. I think they have tamarind crush even back there. And I know we're in a weed place and we're all smoking weed, but when you go in the back to buy treats, you don't have to act like you're making a weed deal. You can just ask for the M&Ms. You don't have to be like, yo, can I get a half quarter M&Ms, guy? Yo, fucking, yo, make sure no one's looking. Just fucking ask. How you guys doing? Doing good? Cute little couple? How long you guys been together? About a year. Hey, that's a make or break milestone, eh? Right? 1 year? It's a tough one. Let me ask you this. Are you guys at the point in your relationship where you're comfortable hearing each other poo? You say yeah, she smells her scarf. You guys ever think about that point in the relationship where you become comfortable hearing each other poo? I've been with my girlfriend 6 years, man, still not comfortable. Like, we just moved in together. If I ever happened to hear my girlfriend poo, oof, just one blooch sound of me breaking up with her right there. I'm fucking out. Before the water's got time to splash up against her ass, I'm halfway out the door with a stick and a bindle, just fucking off. Forget that. I refuse to accept my girlfriend poos. Poo does not come out of that girl. Maybe rainbows and the odd chickadee or something like that. Not poo. One time I heard my girlfriend fart in her sleep. Sounded like an inquisitive dog. I almost fucking left. I don't want to chew on. I almost left. It's tough. It's weird moving in with a girl, man. We watch a lot of TV, my girlfriend and I, together. And I found like the only time we have sex anymore is during commercials. Like that's when I make my move. They're like, we'll be back after these messages. And I'm like, nothing better to do but this. No, let's go. You better come by the time those sponges are done swimming. You seen that commercial with the creepy fucking swimming sponges? God, that shit's gross. What else have we gone? Yeah, man, it's weird when you're with the girl for a long time, right? At first you're all fucking lovey-dovey. You know, you can't get enough of each other. Even when you sleep in the same bed together, you hold each other fucking so close and together all the time. You do weird shit like rub your face against their face. It's like, oh yeah. Rub my face with your fucking face right now. But then like down the line, you're with this girl 6 months, you're like fucking pushing her away in the bed, you know. You don't want her to cross the middle line, you know, making sure she doesn't get in the way of you and your hooker and stuff. This is my side. Mine and Tanisha's. Get in her face about it. Hey, you know hookers are legal in Vegas, buddy. Do you know that? You ever go to Vegas? It's a fun time. Anyone here partied in Vegas before? It's a great fucking time, right? Right before I went there and we were in the hotel room, my buddy and I, and right before we hit the strip, we looked at each other and we were like, dude, we got to say it. We got to say that age-old Vegas phrase. You know the one, what happens in these hookers stays in these hookers. And most of it did. About 90% stayed inside the hooker, that's a really good rate in this economy. So, you guys like fucking? Good. These jokes are about fucking. I think sex is important in a relationship, right? Sex is important in a relationship, right? I'd say it's probably the second most important thing, you know. After blowjobs, then sex, for sure. Close number 2, you know, then number 3, personality, whatever, you know. But blowjobs are really important, ladies, lest you forget. You got to keep making with the blowjobs. You ever see these old married guys and you mention blowjobs and then they start talking about them like they're old defunct technology, like VHS cassettes and shit? Like, you're like, oh, I got a blowjob. They're like, oh, yeah, I remember those. Used to get those in 2002 a lot, for sure. Blowjobs are important. Because think about this, ladies, okay? For a guy, getting a blowjob, that's the closest we will ever come to actually breastfeeding someone, okay? And who are you to deny us that life-giving gift? That's why after every blowjob, I make sure to burp my girlfriend. Oh, yeah, you were hungry, weren't you? Let me wipe your chin and your hair. And that picture of your sister I was holding behind your head. Oh, the jig is up. The jig is up. Now, you got to find someone sexually compatible in a relationship, right? You got to jive sexually, man. You can't, you know, sometimes people, they don't connect sexually. Like, I was hooking up with this one weirdo in Hamilton one time. And so I was doing a chick in Hamilton. So naturally, I was raw dogging. And so how they go in Hamilton, man. And but this girl was crazy. She, like, wanted me to do all this violent stuff to her. You know this type? You know, this type, the girls who are like, oh, yeah, hurt me. And it's, you know, you don't want to hurt this chick, you know, you don't get a charge. And then, like, so this fucking chick, though, she's like, oh, yeah, hold me down and then choke me. Oh, yeah, and then put a hand over my mouth and then choke me more and then slap me in the face. So I just skipped all that, gave her a stone cold stunner, and good Lord, did she come. Oh, my God. All over the place, just gushes. Chicks from Hamilton come by bleeding out their eyes, nose, and ears, right? Gushes. Gushes. Now, my girlfriend and I, we jive sexually, man. We work, man. We're compatible, you know? But she's way better at sounding sexy in bed. I don't know how to sound sexy in bed, right? I'm like, hey, let's pork, you know? I use the word pork. And so, like, not long ago, we were porking, right? And then my girlfriend, she says, like, she's great at sounding sexy in bed. She was saying crazy shit. She was all like, oh, yeah, oh, Hunter, you're huge. And I was like, so are you. I didn't know what to say. She's a pretty big woman, my girlfriend, pretty tall. She's 6'6". You ever hook up with a chick who's 6'6", man? Weirdest sex you'll ever have. Sometimes we try 69ing. I can't reach, wind up caught in the middle, eating out her belly button. Poking her in her neck, you know. And that never feels good, you know. Unless the girl has a tracheotomy hole. Hey? In which case, woo! Take me to neck hole fucking paradise. Know what I mean? Because you know that chick swallows, right, my man? Ow! Come on. She ain't got no choice. She ain't got no choice. That's what I call deep throating. I think I hit a lung. May have lunged her a little. Gave her a good lunging. The only gross part's at the end, though, when she has to flush out the hole, you know. Vapor. It's just cum coming out of a neck hole, buddy. Grow up. Acting like you never heard this shit. I'll tell you guys a true story before I bring up our first act, and it's about neck holes, but it's not sexual or gross or anything. Finally, a clean neck hole joke. I'm going to do this one on Letterman. So check this out, man. I go see you guys remember the movie 12 Monkeys? You guys remember the movie 12 Monkeys with Bruce Willis? Pretty decent fucking stoner flick. So I go see this movie when I'm a teenager. I go see it in theaters. See 12 Monkeys, right? And we get our seats, my buddies and I, and then the row directly behind us, this family pulled in, and they brought their grandma, who not only had the neck hole, but also had the voice box. You know that machine that makes people talk like that? And I guess you can't turn the volume down on these voice box things. This family of sick fucks brought their senile old voice box having granny to see the most complicated movie of 1997. So halfway through the movie, she gets confused and she's like, "Is that Bruce Willis from the future, Bruce Willis from the past?" She starts cracking up at all the funny parts. So finally I had to turn around and say something. I was like, "Hey, RoboCop." Trying to listen to Bruce Willis, not the intro to Black Sabbath's Iron Man. Trying to just put a finger in it for a second. All right, guys. Sound like a dope bunch. Make sure you stick around to the end. We're going to give away some prizes, as we always do here at Vapor Central. But without further ado, your first act hails from Niagara on the region, and one of my favorite guys to watch in the city. Ladies and gentlemen, big fucking round of applause for Mr. Jeff Paul.
Keep it going for Hunter, everybody. Love to pork that guy, eh? Oh, how's everyone doing in Vapor tonight? You guys see these fucking dudes at the back where they got like the blow torches? They're heating up metal to smoke oil. You guys like, fucking, that's creative, eh? I remember I was here not too long ago. This guy's like, "You gotta fucking try this." So I'm like, "Yeah, okay." And I started taking the hit, and then I started coughing the hit because it was crazy, and the room just started pulsing. And I was just standing there, fucking, the room was pulsing, and I was convinced I was gonna die at that moment. But I was cool with it. I'm like, this is how I go out. I'm gonna be the first guy to die from smoking weed, and I'm gonna ruin Vapor Central for everybody. That's gonna be my legacy. But I made it, guys, so don't worry. Here today to tell that story. I like smoking weed. I don't do hard drugs. I only do drugs that make me eat more, and not very wise for a man of my stature. Like, God forbid I do a line of cocaine every now and again and skip lunch, you know? I was like, "You want some Burger King?" "No, dude, I'm just gonna stick around and shoot up. You guys have fun." Weed makes me eat a lot, and I live at home and I order food in because I'm not gonna fucking cook. And so I ordered some Chinese food pretty recently, and it's just me, just food for myself. The Chinese food came, and the bag had 4 fortune cookies in it. So the person packing this meal was under the assumption that 4 people would be enjoying what I've just ordered for myself. 1 duck feed 4 people. It's racist. Why he owed a whole duck to himself? 4 people. Going to hell for that. The weird thing is all the fortune cookies were geared towards me. The one said, "You will die alone," and the other 3 told me to get tested for diabetes. So, got some tests coming up. Let you guys know how they go. Not like it matters. Well, we got 3 weeks left of this world. Mayan calendar, so I can come to an end. We're all gonna die. You excited? Excited there? Shorts in the winter time there, buddy? Fuck it, man. Let's wear some shorts. We're all dead soon anyway. I don't actually think the world's ending, but to be on the safe side, I'm playing the minimum payment game with Visa until 2013. So I'm not going to give those fuckers an extra cent. I don't want to die with everyone else. I want to die, like, I want my own death. Like, I don't need to be remembered or, like, mourned or anything. I just have one last joke I want to play on everyone. And I made a deal with my old roommate that if I die prematurely, she's gonna get my cell phone. And then the morning of my funeral, she's going to send out a massive text message to everyone that says, "Don't let them bury me, I'm not dead." Just really fuck with Mom one last time. My actual last real joke is I'm an organ donor, so good luck to whoever gets this liver, because it is fucked. Definitely past its best before date. I've decided I'm going to give my entire body to science. Like, they can have it. I think the world can learn a lot from this body of what not to do to theirs. So that's good. And I'm pretty sure it's the only way I'll ever get a college girl to touch me again. Christmas is coming up. You kids excited about Christmas? Big Christmas fans over here? I love Christmas because I had divorced parents growing up, so I got 2 Christmases, which is fucking great, man. Because Mom's trying to outdo Dad and vice versa, and yeah, I won, you know? But the worst part about that is you get 2 of every holiday, like 2 Easters. I don't know if you guys have ever done an Easter egg hunt in your dad's bachelor apartment, but it fucking sucks. He'd hide me and my brothers in the bathroom while he scattered eggs around. We could see through the beaded door where he's putting them. The mother load was always folded up in his bed, you know, because he slept on a pullout, guys. It's not glamorous. I'm a bit of an asshole son. I got this weird tradition with my dad. I call my dad every year on his and my mom's anniversary just to remind him mom's not coming home. Just like, hey, Dad. And, you know, he takes the joke in good stride, but then I got divorced, and he got to fucking make that call to me. I remember I was like my first anniversary alone. I pick up the phone, I'm like, hello, and he's just laughing. He's like, I've been waiting years to make this phone call. I needed a laugh that day too, guys, because there I was wearing my wife's wedding dress, and I was running the car in the garage. But don't worry, guys, it was just a cry for help. It's virtually impossible to fill up a 3-level parking garage with carbon monoxide. CA came back twice with a jerry can. The second time he brought friends, like, you got to see this. My mascara's running everywhere, because I get into character, guys. After my divorce, a good friend of mine, this is how he figured he'd make me feel better. He took me to a rub and tug. You guys ever go to get your little fucking shit jerked off? It's all right. So first time I ever went, didn't know what to expect. We got there, one girl working, because apparently Russian immigrants are now taking sick days. So naturally, we paper, rock, scissors to see who'd go first. I win. Rock always wins. So I get in there, and I get 3 minutes of the worst massage of my life, followed probably by top 5 hand jobs of my life. But the thing was, she started going at me, you know, and she was just staring off into like fucking at the wall. Like I don't know if she was looking at a clock trying to beat a record, but she was just like, you know, just not really paying attention to me. And I like a little intimacy when I'm paying a girl to jerk me off, you know. I don't know, call me old-fashioned. I was like, hey, how about a little eye contact over here, you know? And she looked at me and said in this broken Russian accent, she said, $10 I look at you, $20 I make sexy face. And I am a romantic, but I am also a cheap son of a bitch. So $10 was as far as I was willing to go. So for the next 48 seconds, she just stared at me with her dead eyes and finished me off. Turns out that's my thing, so ladies. But single life's good. Last week I got a blowjob in a hot tub, everybody, because that's how I'm living. Yeah, you shouldn't cheer for that, because it's not really that glamorous. Because, like, she didn't have a snorkel gear with her, you know? Like, she wasn't going underwater. I actually had to come out of the water for this to happen. And it's fucking cold in November in Canada. And so I was getting a blowjob, and I was just shivering, like, oh. But I'm trying to hold out, because, you know, this doesn't come around too often. Like, so I'm just fucking shivering. You know what? I held out, like, because, fuck, I looked down, and she was staring up at me with those dead eyes, and I just, fuck. It's beautiful. It was a beautiful moment. Of being back in the dating world. Like, I always got my dad's advice he gave me. You know, when I started dating the girls, I was young. Getting interested, and he sat me down. He said, son, never finger a girl after eating hot chicken wings. Dad was a gentleman. Dad knew how to treat a lady. He also said if a girl likes country music, there's a 95% chance she'll get fat. So I don't know if he had all his facts straight. But I like going out, picking up girls. Like when you get single, all your buddies, they want to take you out and they want to get you laid, and they all have like an angle. Like, okay, you got to do this. And, like everyone's angle's good, but I got my own angle. I think it's pretty good. Like what I'll do, I'll see a girl at a bar. I'll use you, for example. You know, we catch eyes, but I won't approach you. I'll wait. I'll bide my time. Then the end of the night comes, I follow you home. So now I know where you live. So I'll spend the next week or two following you around, learning your routines, going through your garbage, you know, typical dating stuff. And then after a few weeks of this, I'll have enough courage to go up to you in a bar and slip something into your drink. And the rest of the night writes itself, guys. Kidding. I don't actually, I've never roofied a girl. I used to roofie my ex-wife all the time, but it was never for sex, just to shut her the fuck up. Now I just roofie girls after sex. It's the only way they sleep through my snoring. It's good. Try it, guys. Try it. You guys seen there's like this big anti-gambling coalition thing going on, like like don't gamble outside your means, all this stuff. The Subway ad for this, it said like fucking problem gambling, blah blah blah. Here's the website, and then it said in small print, it said, enter online for a chance to win a home entertainment system. Is this the hook that we're using to get the gamblers in? Just a game of chance. Like, oh yeah, that'll get them. It's like handing out shots at AA meetings. You know, just come on in. First one's free. This joke's dying. I think commercials, though, I don't know. Commercials, they got to be more real. Like, what's with maxi pad commercials? Like, why are they always pouring blue liquid into maxi pads? Like, girls, you leaking Gatorade? Is that what's going on? Like, I see those commercials as a kid, I get thirsty. First time a girl ever stopped me from going down on her because it was her special time, I'm like, that sounds delicious. Let's fucking do this. Just saying, commercials need to be more real, you know? Like fucking, like Viagra ads. You just show old men with fucking hard-ons banging chicks, you know? People are like, oh, I'd love to get that product. Then the Cialis ads are like, if your erection lasts more than 4 hours, contact your doctor. You know, don't call a doctor, all right? Call a fucking whore. Go down to a rub and tug. Like, fucking, go see your wife's friends. Who knows? Like, if I'm an old man and I'm popping pills to get my dick hard and then it won't go down, I'm going to find a hole and fuck it until I drop dead. Because I would rather die fucking than in a hospital bed with blue Gatorade leaking out of me. I'm going to give you one more and then I'll get out of your hair. So for drinks with a friend of mine, and our waitress is wearing the spandex pants, the Lululemon like yoga pants. You know what I'm talking about, guys? Which girls keep that up? We are liking that. But she had underwear on in her spandex, but she had a little issue going on. Like one of her labia lips had fallen out of her underwear. Just one. And it was a fucking hanger, man. Like, it was like hanging down. It was like this spandex hammock of labia lip just flapping around. I didn't know, like, what's the etiquette for something like that? Like, how do you effectively tell somebody that their labia lip has fallen out of their underwear? Like, if somebody's got something in their teeth, you know, you give them the signal. Bad breath, give them a mint. There's no proper etiquette for a labia lip. So I just treated it like it was a shirt tag, and I tucked it back in for her. Anyway, guys, my name's Jeff Paul. Let's bring Hunter Collins back up here.
Jeff Paul, everybody. Check him out on Twitter. I love that. Got a boner? Go see a whore is knee-jerk reaction. Jesus Christ. Hey, whoring's legal in Australia, too. I was in Australia a while back, and I decided to see how the whole brothel thing fucking works. And so my buddy was definitely down to get a hooker. I just wanted to see how it goes, but I didn't want anyone to find out I went to a brothel because shame. And then so I'm in the waiting room, and what they do is they wheel out the girls one at a time, and they have like a mini interview with you, so you get to see which one you want to pay for sex based on their personality. Pretty weird. And So this girl comes out, and they ask you questions and get to know you. It's super weird. So this girl was like, oh, hey, my name's Stacy. What's your name? And I fucking panicked. I went, my name's Phil Collins. I only changed my first name, and I changed my name to the fucking drummer of Genesis. And then after she's like, oh, yeah, Phil, nice to meet you. What kind of music do you like? I was like, Phil Collins. She's like, where are you from? I was, Peter Gabriel. I don't know what to say. I freaked out. You guys looking forward to the holidays? Yeah. You guys in school and shit, finishing up school? Go home for the holidays? I thought I'd take a second to welcome everyone here, because I say the holidays because you might be celebrating Christmas, or if you're Jewish, you might be celebrating Chanukah, and I just want to make sure I cover all the bases, get the Chanukites included. And hey, I'd like to welcome everyone from every different belief structure. To all our Christian friends here tonight, I hope you're pumped up for a real dandy time at church on Sunday. To all our Jewish friends here, I hope you're pumped up for a real dandy time at Jew church on Saturday. And to all our Scientologist friends here tonight, you weirdos, go fuck yourselves. Your religion is pretty much word for word the script of Ghostbusters 2. All right. Hey, our next act is performing at the Lot Comedy Club on Sunday for a holiday-themed show called Home for the Halalidays, and it's going to be a real doozy. But she's here for you right now doing a preview. Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause for Eman.
Guys, thank you so much. I'm so sorry I had to bring my purse on stage. There's a lot of white people here. You know what I'm saying? What? So this is the thing. I'm not racist, by the way. I wanna make this clear right off the top. I'm the opposite of racist. Like, I get really excited when I see black people driving expensive cars. I don't feel the same way when I see a white person driving an expensive car. Like, it does nothing for me. Black person, I start dancing in my head, usually to a Notorious B.I.G. song. You know what I'm saying? I love it when you call me Big Papa. That's good, right? I'm so a B.I.G. fan. You guys, Tupac or B.I.G.? This is so outdated, right? Or can we still talk about this? In between. Yeah, I'm cool. I'm cool with that. I am not racist, but I do. Actually, I think I might be because I feel really uncomfortable when I see Chinese people walking around with dogs like it's okay. You know what I'm saying? That's racist. I know. I do. I'm allowed to say these things because I'm Arab. We're the most hated people in the world right now. So I could say these things, right? I love being an Arab in North America. People are either scared of us or they're feeling bad for us. So it's a win-win situation, really. I think the best and the most entertaining thing is when my friends introduce me to people. I feel like I'm on the Discovery Channel, I swear to God. It's like, hey, that's Eman. Remember, I've told you about her. She's the Arab. Why are you whispering? Why are you whispering? It's like, oh, yeah, she's Muslim, but don't worry, she's not religious. Don't worry. And of course, like this introduction wasn't awkward enough. It's always followed by a discussion on food. You know, Eman, it's really nice to meet you, and I just want you to know, I really love falafels. Good for you. Good for you. I never made any in my life before, but I'm glad you like. But I feel like people panic, right? They meet an Arab for the first time, and it's like, oh my God, quick, say something nice before they explode. It's gonna happen. So bad. Thank God for our food, though, because then we wouldn't have much going on for us, let's be honest, right? Aside from unwanted facial hair and anger. Are you kidding me? It's terrible. It's terrible. The maintenance of an Arab woman, you guys have no idea. I'm so jealous of white women. I met a 35-year-old white woman who's plucked her eyebrows once in her life. One time. Do you know what would happen to my face if I didn't pluck my eyebrows at least once a week? Osama bin Laden, upside down. That's why some Muslim women wrap this shit up. You know what I'm saying? It's too much work. It's too much work. Dating is hard. Dating is freaking me out. Ladies, we have a hard time. Like, we can't have one-night stands like guys do. It's dangerous, right? Like, guys, what's the worst thing you could bring home? Oh, the bitch is crazy. Can you believe she wants to get married? Like, that's worst case scenario for you guys. Not us, women. You never know who you're bringing home. The guy could be a thief, a serial killer, a rapist. Well, he wouldn't be a rapist that night, but you know what I mean? It's dangerous. It's dangerous. There's no more romancing anymore, too, right? I want to be romanced, like the good old days. Now, a guy buys you a drink, he expects a blowjob. Can I eat something before I swallow? I don't want an ulcer. Are you kidding me? It's so crazy. I want to be romanced. I also really like white guys that are taken. It's a problem. It's a problem, you guys. I went to Calgary. I was so in love with the guys in Calgary, so masculine over there. Because no offense to the guys in Toronto, but you like to wear scarves in the summer. You know what I mean? There's no... But I loved Calgary. The guys there, they like drill for oil and fix cars and do manly things, right? That on and they're all so huge, so well built. Three different guys on separate occasions held the door open for me and said, "Here you go, little lady." Little lady, I fainted the first time, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not gonna lie. It's exciting news. I'm Palestinian. Did you guys hear? What happened? You guys don't give a shit about anything. That's good. I have to start smoking weed. That's what I have to do. I'm so excited to be Palestinian. And it's so fun being a Palestinian comic. I come across a lot of Jews, obviously. They're always asking me the same thing, like, oh my God, you're Palestinian. Eman, tell us, how do you guys really feel about the Jews? I'm like, I don't know. I guess the same way the Jews feel about the Palestinians. They're like, oh, that's not good. That's not. It's crazy. I got to go to Israel to perform comedy, which was awesome as a Palestinian woman. Are you kidding me? They loved me so much at the airport. They kept me there for 3 hours and a half. It was good. It was so cool. But it's so, I mean, if you've been to the Holy Land, magical place, right? I got to perform comedy. I visited the holy sites. I pet a midget when I was there. It was fun. It was fun. It wasn't like at a petting zoo, because that'd be cruel. But I swear to God, this actually happened to me after one of my sets. This really good-looking guy comes over to talk to me with who I thought at the time was his younger sister. Okay, true story. So he's talking to me, being all hot and stuff. So I go to rub his little sister's head to show him that I'm good with children in case he wants to have some with me in the near future. You know what I'm saying? Rubbing the head while maintaining eye contact. Again, showing him I'm a multitasker. I'm just showing off all my tricks right now. Finally, I turn around to look at the little girl to sort of wink at her or whatever, and that little girl was a little person, and that little person was his mother. True story of how I pet a midget in the Holy Land, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think Jesus Christ did what I did, let's be honest. It's crazy. People tell me all the time, Eman, why would you do stand-up? Right? Because it's not an easy life. Like, there's not a lot of money in it, lots of rejection, substance abuse problems, the list goes on. But in my case, I had no choice but to become a comic, because when I was younger, people thought I was retarded, okay? Because I was much bigger for my age, right? So when I was like 2 years old, I looked like I was 7. So crawling around, everybody is like, what the hell is going on here, right? And then I was extremely hyper and impatient too, so I wouldn't crawl around like a normal child on hands and knees. I would crawl on hands and feet, so that freaked the fuck out of everybody. Like, what the hell is wrong with your daughter? And does she have a mustache? What is this? So all my life, people tiptoed around me like they knew I wasn't retarded, but they weren't 100% sure, you know what I'm saying? So bad, and my aunt was on to me from day one, right? So I remember I was like 8 years old. I looked like this, by the way, at 8. I went over to play with my cousins, and my aunt lets me in. Playing with my cousins, we're playing house in my aunt's bedroom. So they're like, okay, so the bed is the kitchen, the sofa is the living room, the closet's the bathroom. So I'm like, perfect, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, but I actually went to the bathroom. So forget it, I'm 32 years old, my aunt is still buying me lollipops and yo-yos. It's not good, not good. This joke is probably not good. I don't know, I'm gonna work it out. What else can we talk about? Porn, you guys. I like watching porn. That works. That works for everybody. I do like watching porn. This is the thing. I'm a girl, right? So I come across a lot of shitty porn because I don't know like actors and directors and stuff like that, right? And you have to know this about me. In real life, I'm all like, women are equal and everything. But when it comes to porn, I'm like, why is this woman not on a leash? You know what I'm saying? Is she smiling? This is not pornography. So I came across this porn. It was a threesome, a girl and 2 guys. They're going at it. The girl is telling the guys what to do. She comes before they did. Very unrealistic, right? Walt Disney porn. That's what it was. Walt Disney. So this turns me off from porn for like 2 days or whatever. And I come across this porn. It's a true story. I'm not making it up, not exaggerating anything. This is what happened. Guy, girl, both extremely attractive. They're going at it. The girl does not look like she's enjoying herself at all. Okay, mascara's running down her face. I'm pretty sure she was crying. So far, so good, right? Then the guy, I have to fast forward because I'm multitasking. I'm still a girl, so I'm dying to see what happens at the end, right? The guy's about to come. The girl's on her knees, but she backs away from the penis. Element of surprise, right? She's supposed to take it in the face. Are you with me, people? Not at all. Okay. The guy, look at this. The guy comes on the floor. The girl goes on all fours like a kitty cat and licks the cum off the floor. I never came so hard before in my life, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not gonna lie. Thank you so much. Have a good night. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Come on, everyone. She pet a midget. That got me thinking. I'd actually like to get a midget as a pet. I'd like to get a pet midget. That'd be awesome, right? I was thinking, where do you find a pet midget? I was thinking maybe I could find a homeless midget, pluck him out of the mini fridge box he's been living in for a while. But you don't see any homeless midgets. You guys know why? Because they're fucking adorable and get snatched up like that. Think about it. You're walking down the street and you see a homeless midget and be like, fuck that, pick him up, bring him home. Put him in your aquarium. Give him some turtle food. Get your num-nums, Larry. Come on, all the way to the top. Don't tap the glass. It freaks him out. Get a pet midget. Pet the midget. That's actually a euphemism Jeff Paul uses when he goes to the rub and tug. Can you pet the midget? I was actually thinking of opening a rub and tug where you could also eat and call it a grub and tug. Be like, feeling hungry, feeling horny, feeling horngry. Come up to the grub and tug. First they feed you, then they fuck you. Get fed and get head. Come on. Grub and tug. All right. Coming up next, a gentleman I just met today who's traveled here actually all the fucking way from Sweden. We've had a bunch of fun Swedish guys here before, and I think he's our third Swede. This is going to be awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause for Ahmed Berhan, everyone.
Everybody in the audience just thinking, did it say Sweden or Sudan? Wait, just... So what's up? So this is Toronto. This is a nice city. Like, I'm sorry. I can apologize straight up, because when I was on my way here, the first thought I had was, ooh, I'm looking forward for my first joint after the show. And then I came here and it turned into, ooh, I'm looking forward for my joint right now. So I'm high right now, and I'm not like these Canadian comedians, you know. I saw them, they're standing in the back doing fucking bong hits, talking about, I think I'm going to improvise tonight. You know, I get high, I die. I ain't down with this multitasking when I'm high, you know. I want to lay down straight right now. But okay, like the host said, I'm from Sweden, and it's fun, because the thing is, whenever I travel, I fuck with people. Like, it really fucks with people's head. Like, you know, you out traveling, they're like, hey, so dude, where you from? And they're like, yeah, I'm from Sweden. They're like, Sweden? They're just like, you know, gotta take out the iPhone and Google shit to something. I thought Sweden was for white people. It's what the hell am I supposed to answer? I know, but we ate them. You ain't never heard about migration. Fucking Flavor Flav ain't the only nigga with a Viking helmet. That's true, no, but it's cool, but like, it's like, and it continues, because the second thing, like, whenever people meet me, like, you know, they'll come from Sweden, you know, and they ask me, they were like, so, okay, so they were like, if you're from Sweden, how come you sound so American? Like, I know, British people get at me all the time, they get pissed, and I'm like, I don't know what to say to them, I'm sorry. Like, you know, I tell them, I was like, yo, the Prince taught me English. They're like, oh, Prince Charles, fuck no, Fresh Prince. From Bel Air. No, seriously, that's how I picked up the English language. I saw that shit day in and day out to the level of that. Remember when Will Smith and Jazzy Jeff used to do this? I thought that was an English word, I swear to God, you know. Because, like, the only British shows we had back home was Mr. Bean, and that motherfucker don't speak. Until the age of 15, I thought everybody in the UK sounded like Scooby-Doo. It's fucking cool, though. But it is, like, you know, I don't know, like, what kind of image you have of Sweden. Like, you know, like I told you, people get surprised that we have, like, immigrants and stuff. But, like everybody in Sweden nowadays speaks English quite fluently. Because I remember, like, when I was growing up, like, if you go back, like, you know, 15 years, something like that, everybody didn't speak it as much as we do now. Because I remember, like, when I went to school, I used to have an English teacher, and she didn't even speak English. She used to look at me for the answers. She was like, and sickle is bicycle. Right, Ahmed? I was like, I don't know. She was like, yeah, we got one black guy in the class. He don't even speak English. Do you sing and dance? Sorry. But it is because people ask me, like, people ask me weird stuff. They're like, so, you're from Sweden, and so what do you do? I'm like, I got fuck with people. So I'm like, not much. I stay at home and listen to ABBA and smoke weed, pretty much. They're like, no, you don't. I'm like, yes, I do. They're like, no, you don't. Yes, I do. I stand in front of the mirror. Marijuana, here we go again. Mary. I did all that time. I am a smoking fiend. Weed is what I need. So is anybody here in a relationship? You can't be in a stoner in a relationship. That don't work. You can't survive a relationship if you don't remember what you lied about the last time. See, the cheaters got it at the end. They were like, hey, he's right. I'm lousy at relationships. I know because my ex told me. Like, me and my ex, like, we used to fight a lot. Like, we didn't fight. Like, I used to throw rocks at her. No, but it's okay. She was Middle Eastern, so it was a cultural thing. But no, listen, I fuck you. Yeah, you did not meet my ex. I used to throw so much rock at her, people thought I was Palestinian. I did it all the time. Khafisho. Told me, Ahmed, what you fighting for? My freedom. But we had to break up. Not that I didn't love her, but my shoulder got dislocated, so I couldn't keep that shit. Maintain that relationship. But my friend, he's worse than me, like, because guys, I realize, that's why I said, because when you're a stoner, you shouldn't lie. Because he tried to lie, and he smokes a lot. His girlfriend found a videotape on his phone of another girl sucking his dick, which can be awkward. It was a family dinner and all, but. So anyway, so he was like, fuck it, I'm gonna lie. So he tells her, his lie was like, baby, this was an old clip. This is not from before, this is from before we dated, it's old. And she was like, really, is this old? He was like, yeah, it's old. And he was like, whew, save that one. No, he didn't. Because she looks at him, she was like, so this is an old clip. He was like, yeah, I swear to God, I swear my mother's grave. He was like, okay, because the sweater that you're wearing in the video, I bought that shit. So think before you lies, man. My name is Ahmed Berhan. Thank you for my first show in Toronto. Give it up for your host.
Ahmed Berhan, everyone. That was awesome. Oh, man. It wigs a lot of people out when they come here for the first time, A lot of people don't know, like, the staff here and shit, they're all involved in, like, weed activism and shit. And, like, you guys ever go out to Queen's Park for 420? Is that our Queen's Park? Yeah? It's what? Yonge and Dundas. Yeah, and then you go to Queen's Park for what is that? Marijuana March, right? A lot of fun. I'd mix the days up, you can't blame me. They're 15 days apart and you're baked as fuck at both. But it's fun going to see like what the stoners protest because they all got the big bullhorns, and it's a great cause, but they're so fucked up that the shit they come up with, the rhymes are terrible. They're like, the government better let us smoke weed, or else we're gonna smoke all this weed. Yo, 420, smoke weed 420, run weed with weed. By the end of the protest, they're not even using the bullhorns to protest anymore. They're like, yo, does anyone have Sour Patch Kids? That'd be clutch. You ever have someone tell you this when you're out, you're partying, you'll be out on the patio, just fucking firing up a fat cannon, and then but the guy firing it up is you're supposed to be your designated driver, and you're like, hey man, maybe you shouldn't smoke that joint, and he's like, don't worry man, I'm a way better driver high. Yo, I focus so much better on shit when I'm high, man. And that is the biggest lie in drug use history. You ever try to focus on shit when you're high? It's impossible. My buddy's giving me instructions on how to take care of his place while he's gone. I was house sitting for him, and he goes, okay, when I leave, you gotta remember to water the plants every day and feed the cats twice. All I could think was, yo, I never drink juice boxes anymore. I don't ever drink juice out of boxes. Bet I could ride his cats. I told that joke here before, and the manager here, Chris, he pulls me aside after the show, and he's like, Hunter, man, that's bullshit, man. You do focus better on weed. man, how can you say that? That's a big lie. And I'm like, really? What's your proof? He's like, there are lots of studies that have been published indicating that and he just zoned out right in front of me, proving my point. and then, oh, come on, man, don't be cutting my shit. He's got the power. He's got all the power. The like third level funny shit of that is like I said that on stage too. He pulled me aside again. He's like, I never fucking said that, because he doesn't remember. He's baked all the time. He works here. All right, guys. Our next act. I don't even fucking think, is Beaton even here? No Beaton back there. All right. Jay, is it cool if I bring you up, man? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, this guy is the scourge of Hamilton. He's a scourge. I don't know what it means. I think it's a bad thing. But he's in town for a short time, so you're lucky to catch him here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, huge round of applause for Mr. Jason Rouse.
One of my patients, 'cause they always tell me that the U-S-H keeps us.
Hey, give a round of applause for Ellen DeGeneres. Wasn't she funny? I love lesbians. They know how to drink and take a punch. No matter how much they look like men, though, they always cry like girls when you kick them in the cunt, don't they, huh? Not so tough now, huh, Larry Ann? Kind of girl you gotta push her balls together to tit fuck her. Getting older now. I got a birthday coming up in December. I'm starting to feel my age. Tried to do something today that I haven't tried to do since I was a kid, and that's suck my own cock. You ever had one of those days? You're just hunched over, you got tears running down your face, but they're not your tears, your brother's on your shoulders, and the circle of life is almost complete. I blame pornography. That's ruined my sex life. I can't even have an orgasm unless the donkey's in the room, you know? Hee-haw! Hee-haw, Mr. Peanut Butter! In the bar the other night, offered to buy this girl a drink. She goes, I don't fuck bald guys. I go, well, hey, I don't fuck pigs either, so I can wear a wig and a blindfold and we both can have fun tonight. Put an apple in your mouth so you're pretty for a change. Huge pussy. A clit that looked like it should be hanging up in a butcher shop window. Just big, meaty flap of hate and broken dreams and a fish hook in it. It was weird. Vaginas are like old men with beards. They've all got stories and bad breath. Our forefathers. You know, the kind of pussy that smells so bad you got to put your own shit on your lip just to finish. There is no God! And then we kiss. Actually, I was getting a blowjob the other night. She asked me to warn her when I was going to come, so I farted. Yeah! What more of a warning do you bitches need? You hear that funny noise? Get the fuck out of Dodge. Blah, 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 blah. I don't pay you to talk! Ah! Family, though, what are you going to do, huh? It's a weird kind of town we're running. If I do like older women, they got experience, their own money, huh? If you're lucky, arthritis. Kind of girl, when you push her legs behind her head, you know they're going to stay there, you know? Ah, now the diaper. Ah! Something in the air tonight. Oh, Lord. When she wakes up, you tell her she fell. Is that you, Henry? You'll forget. Have you ever have your fist in a 6-year-old woman's pussy? It feels like you're mixing paint. Just... airplane food is weird, huh? Where do you go from there? If you see me outside after the show, please don't hit my face. I got a job interview at a school tomorrow. Guidance counselor. That's it. Let's bring Ellen DeGeneres back up to read the apology. Hunter? All right. All right, I'll do more. So I'm fist fucking this nun, right? You're ruining Christmas. I love Christmas. I watch Passion of the Christ on acid. It's fucking awesome. Jesus dies at the end, and then he comes back to life and he fights the Terminator, you know? I'll be back. I'll be back first. Ow, my sandal fell off. This Easter sucks. I guess my message tonight is men and women are different, aren't they? That's my point. It's nice to be back in Canada. I was in Sweden. That's a lot of fun. Ain't never been. A lot of blonde, blue-eyed girls like yourself, except they're like really pretty. And I'm serious. They're way better looking. See, most comedians like to steadily build the show into a climactic cheer of laughter and applause. But I like to start off strong and just kind of go down from there. Lull you in an awkward silence of disappointment and confusion. There will be a therapist to see you after the show. I'll be at the door, a little teddy bear going, show me where the comedian touched you. Show me on the teddy bear. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I've been Mike Bullard, and you guys have been fucking fantastic. Have a good night. Thank you.
Jason Rouse, everybody. Jason Rouse. So we got one more act. We're going to give you guys some prizes. And, just check in with you guys. You guys still feeling it? Hey, how was that? How you doing? You all right? Not bad for a Thursday? Jesus Christ. You guys are baked as fuck. Yeah, I'm doing great. Doing fucking great. You guys watch the news? You watch the news, buddy? Because any of you guys bummed out about the hockey lockout at all? Bummed out with the hockey lockout? Any of you guys? It's bullshit, man. I love hockey, man. Love hockey. I love the hockey season. Because without a hockey season, the only time I get to say, man, that was a good period. So I find out my girlfriend isn't pregnant. You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, it's a good period. I've developed a sex move called the Toronto Maple Leaf. You ever give a chick the Toronto Maple Leaf, buddy? Hey? You guys ever done the Toronto Maple Leaf? That's when you go down early because you can't put it in. Made that up. You can use it. What else is going on in the news? What's going on in the news? Did you guys hear Martha Stewart's coming out with a horror movie? Martha Stewart's writing a horror movie. Yeah, it's crazy. She's writing this horror movie. Apparently, it's about gluing 3 people together and using them as a table decoration. It's called Human Centerpiece. Good stuff. What else have we gone? Hey man, I need to make some money, man. I'm a very poor man. Very poor. Got no money. And I was gonna ask for you guys' help on something. Maybe you guys can help me out with this. I'm gonna get into the porno industry, and I'm gonna capitalize on a unique segment. I'm gonna start making dog porn, and I need your guys' help. Okay? Don't worry, don't need any of your pets. I've got all the dogs and cocaine I need to make this happen. But I need you guys to help me pick the name of my dog porno. I've got a list here of possible dog porno names, but I want to find the best one. Okay? You guys let me know which one of these dog pornos you think is the best. I got this one. This first one's called Kibbles and Tits. Well, this one, Raw Dogging Bitches. It's got 2 dog jokes in that one. How about this one, Canine Inches? That'd be like with Great Danes, right? By the way, if you guys ever see a lady walking a Great Dane, there's like a 90% chance she's fucking the thing. It's true. Those ladies are always smiling. What else about it? I got this one here, Old Yeller. Barely neuterable. The real dirty porno guys get that one. How about this one? Debbie Does Dalmatians. Treat her like a fire hydrant. It's piss porn. Okay. Terrier a new one. Terrier a new one. That's a pretty good one. Now this is my last option. I got cum spot. I'm going with cum spot for sure. Look for that in the theater near you. All right. Hey, man. Time for our hey, you're here, Nikki. Okay. You got one more act, then your headliner. This guy just rolled in. He's headlining at Yuck Yucks right downtown here in Toronto. So make sure you go check him out this weekend. You got 2 shows tomorrow and 2 shows Saturday. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Nick Beaton.
Hey, Vapor. Yeah. How you guys doing? Fuck. Are you all right? Everybody okay? So who's alive? How you guys doing, you fuckers? Yeah. That's what I like. It's good to be here. I was just doing Yuck Yucks, and there was a bunch of there's like a fundraiser for a bunch of like special people. I don't know how to say that nicely, but there was a bunch of them in the audience, and one of them heckled, and one of the comics told him to shut the fuck up, and it was hilarious to not be that comic. That was a great thing to not be in that moment, because they didn't know, and then their set was terrible after that. But it was fun. How you guys doing, though, Vapor? You good? I'm glad to be here. I don't know. I just want to talk about some stuff. People talk about a lot of stupid shit nowadays that you got to listen to, and it sucks. Like, people are always talking about, like, their diets and stuff. Like, that's interesting. Like, anybody gives a shit about what they eat, you know? And it's always some weird diet that you have to pretend is normal. They're always like, I can only eat celery when the moon is full, you know? Just weird, stupid shit. Or they talk about what they can't eat. That seems like a popular topic as well, like gluten. You meet one of these freaks yet? Somebody who can't eat gluten? They're out there. You would know if you met them because they tell you within the first 30 seconds of meeting them. As if it's their most important characteristic. There's a gluten, somebody has gluten at one of those, can't eat gluten at one of those tables back there. And all their friends just went, ah, he's talking about you, you're an asshole. It's weird, man. I hate going to a restaurant with somebody who can't eat gluten either, because then they wave the waiter over like, sorry, excuse me. Sorry. Oh, I hate to be this person. Oh, does this have gluten in it? You just see the waiter's face like, fuck, one of you. Great. Like, I don't know, just eat it and die. I don't care what happens to you. To me, the gluten people are like the nut allergy people. Remember when the nut allergy people came out back in the 90s? Nuts just started killing motherfuckers all of a sudden. 80s, have a nut. 90s, dead motherfuckers everywhere from eating nuts. I thought we were the best, ladies and gentlemen. I thought we were the top of the food chain. A nut is that big, and I don't even know what the fuck gluten is. We used to kill saber-toothed tigers with spears that we made out of sticks. Now it's just like, bread. Is that toast? No, get away. But the nut allergy people piss me off, man, because I used to love bringing peanut butter sandwiches to school. You know why? Delicious treat. Good time for everybody. Except for some of those kids out there so allergic to nuts that not just eating a nut, that wasn't enough to kill them. Being around nuts. Or if somebody touched a nut and then touched them. Like, listen, parents of kids that are that allergic to nuts, we will try to help them out for as long as we can, but you're going to have to come to terms with the fact your kid's probably going to die, all right? You got a weak, shitty, broken kid. Make a new one. Keep the receipt. I've been living in London, in England, for the last year, and that place is a shithole. Don't go there. It rains all the time. You think, hey, it can't rain all the time. They're just making some of that shit up. No, rains all the goddamn time. And you talk to English people and like, how do you guys put up with this? It rains way too much here. And then they have to lie and they pretend they like the rain. That's what they do. They're like, I actually like the rain. And you see them twitching and shit. Like, you can't like. They have to tell themselves that. They have to say they like the rain, because if they didn't, the only option is to kill yourself. Because it rains all the... You just walk into that, look at that gray sky of death, you're not going to be happy. Spend 2 weeks in the UK and you realize why they conquered the rest of the world. They had to get out. One guy said to me, too, this English guy said to me, he was like, oh, you're Canadian. you guys were pretty rough on your indigenous population. You guys were pretty rough to your indigenous people there. And I was like, well, yeah, but we weren't, Canadian when we did it. And he was like, well, what were you? And I was like, English. Fuck you. You don't get to thrust your imperialism on us. You don't conquer a place and then blame the people that you left behind for the shitty things you did. It's not our fault. Or they like the... People said to me when I moved there, like, oh, you must love hearing the English accent. You must love it. It's so charming, the English accent. You get to hear that all the time, that charming accent. Here's what I hear every day, guys. Oi, you fucking cunt! You charmed? Anybody charmed right now? Like, ma'am, can I just have my change, please? You don't need to call me a cunt. They confuse this with being American a lot, too. They hear you talk, and they're like, oh, you're American. What part of America are you from? I'm like, no, I'm actually Canadian. And they're like, oh, I'm sorry. I am so sorry. Like they just called me a pedophile or something. It's like, it's okay. We sound like them. We do. We sound like Americans. To them, it's fine. They can't tell the difference. The same way we can't tell the difference from somebody from London and Manchester. We're just like, goobly-goo, you're all weird and say stupid things, That's what we think. We're like, oh, you're cute. What are you, from the Shire or something? I don't know. Strange. But we do. We sound like Americans. But some of them are rude. They're like, oh, you're American. What part of America are you from? No, I'm Canadian. They're like, oh, well, who cares? What's the difference? I'm like, well, there's no reason to hate us. We don't kill anybody, We just live next to the assholes. That's what we do. It's not our fault we live close to them. And they are assholes, man. Not all of them, right? Some of them are nice. Like the ones that live by the water. Coastal Americans. They're okay. It's the guys that keep in the middle of that country. That's where the assholes are. That's where they keep the guys who are just like, America's the best country in the world. And you're like, oh yeah? What other ones have you been to? Like, fuck you. It's not a place. What's the culture like in fuck you? That's what I want to know. They have good food there. But I don't know. You can't feel bad for America. America tries to make you feel bad for them now, right? That's the thing that annoys people about America. Is they try to own whatever they are. If they're good and they're on top of things, they want to be like, we're great, we're the best, we're the best country. And if they're not doing well, they want you to feel bad for them, like with the economic crisis that they're having right now. Everybody they want to feel bad for us, And they try to take it from other people. That's what's annoying. Like the Occupy Wall Street movement. I saw a guy on the news talking about Occupy Wall Street, and he was just like, this is like our Arab Spring. Like, no, it isn't. You can't take that from those people. They had to earn that shit. They had to overthrow dictators who controlled their lives for 30 years and killed them for thinking differently than they wanted them to. All Occupy Wall Street is just Americans who don't understand credit card debt. Somebody gave them a plastic card and they turned it into a flat screen TV, and then 3 months later they're like, what do you mean I have to pay for it now? I used my magic card. What's wrong with the card? Is it not enchanted enough? I don't understand. You can't feel bad for America. Can't. They're too prosperous. America's so prosperous. Their poor people are fat. You know how fucked up that is to have a bunch of fat poor people walking around like, I can barely sustain life. You're 350 pounds. What's your definition of sustaining life? You're eating right now. They have that show on in the States called Man vs. Food. That's just a in your face a misallocation of resources. Just gluttonous shithead eating a bunch of shit he doesn't need. Just going around to a bunch of restaurants, stuffing a bunch of food into his face, and if he can't finish it, they throw the rest in the garbage. Like, the only thing that could make that show more American is if he tried to invade the food and bring it democracy. Oh, that was a weird laugh. And now I gotta go. I gotta end on that weird, strange laugh. Well, at least it was better than ending on the no laugh that I've chosen to end on now by bringing that to your attention. I like you guys for this reason. You're keeping me honest. You don't want me to, why laugh and make him feel good about himself? Earn this, Chuckles, come on. Fuckface. I've been gone for a year, and I came back to this place knowing that I was going to end a set yelling at the crowd. It hadn't happened yet, but here it is. You guys have been fun. You're going to love your headliner. Thanks so much. See you later.
Nick Beaton, everyone. Check him out at Yuck Yucks all weekend. All right. Hey, man. It's fucking headliner time. You guys pumped to see this guy line a shitload ahead or what? Let me hear it. All right. This guy just got back from a tour out west in BC. He tours all over the country. You've seen him at Winnipeg Comedy Fest, Montreal Comedy Fest. Your headliner, who you know and love, Mr. K. Trevor Wilson, everybody.
Yeah, you're making me say you're throwing these nickels and dimes. Let's take over, look up that 211. Gotta get what's mine, big bad. Let me kicking up dust, I'm trailing, failing 187.
Sweet, this is my theme song. That's awesome. They got my rider. It will only come out to whatever song that is. I don't know. I'm not cool anymore. I'm old. How's it going, guys? I'm really high. How you guys doing? Sweet. We're all in the same boat right now. This is a fun job to have. I'm technically at work. Isn't that crazy? This is what I do. I have a job that I can get high while doing. And depending on who you talk to, I might be better at it. Depending on who you talk to. This is a fun fucking gig. Phone. I've had a lot of shitty jobs. This is definitely the best one. I was a telemarketer. That job sucks. Everybody hates you. I got in trouble my first week telemarketing for talking on the phone. That sounds crazy, right? Because that's your job, talking on the phone. But they want you on their phone, not on your phone. I was on my phone. And they came up to me in the break room, and they were like, "Excuse me, Roy? Your name is Roy, isn't it?" And my name is K. Trevor Wilson. And the K does not stand for Roy. It's not like a silent K at the beginning of a Roy. Roy is not in my name. So I said, "Yeah, I'm Roy." And Roy got written up that day. There's a black mark on Roy's record. I like to think that when I quit that job, they were like, "Oh, it's too bad Trevor's not here anymore, but I'm glad that fuckhead Roy stopped coming around." That guy was a dick. I worked at an East Side Mario's for a while. Every time someone finds out you work at an East Side Mario's, they feel compelled to sing the jingle to you in case you haven't heard it yet. "Oh, you work at East Side Mario's? East Side Mario's, East Side Mario's. Hey, bada boom, bada bing." Fuck you. Just because your job doesn't have a song is no reason to make fun. Have a soul. I worked in a lot of restaurants. I had this happen in a restaurant once. I was working the lunch shift and the hostess came in and she's like, "A woman out front is having heart problems, call 911. And my boss thought she said car problems. And he was like, "That's stupid. You don't call 911 for that. What are you, an idiot? Car problems." And she's like, "No, heart problems." And he's like, "Oh, shit, yeah, you call 911 for that." And he called 911 and then went out to the table to let them know that the ambulance was coming. There was a man and a woman sitting there. Before my boss could say anything, the man stood up and said, "You're probably going to want to cancel those chicken fingers. But if I could still get that peppercorn burger, that would be great." And an ambulance came and took the woman away, and he stayed there and ate lunch. And I don't know what their relationship was, but it was strained. I thought that was the craziest thing I'd ever heard. And then someone told me a story. They were managing a theater out in Banff, and one day after a show, everyone had cleared out except for this elderly couple. They went up and asked the old woman if everything was all right, and she said, "Well, I think my husband died in the middle of the show." It turned out her husband had a heart attack, and she just didn't want to interrupt the play. So she just let him fucking die. That might be the most Canadian thing I've ever heard. It's like, I don't want to be rude. These actors worked really hard. Maybe he just fakes heart attacks all the time to get out of plays. And she was like, not this time, Bill. It's not always about you. He just fucking died. It's crazy. If we're ever at a play together and I start having a heart attack, fuck decorum. Please save me. That's terrible. Oh, I went to a strip club a while back with married dudes who had a night out. That fucking, they're so adorable. I'm fucking single. I live like a slob. I can go to strip clubs whenever I want. I just don't go. These guys, they get a night out and they have to go, and they're so excited to be there. But they take us to the weirdest strip club. Kind of place where the strippers dance to really sad music. It's really weird. The girls are out there and Sarah McLachlan's playing. In the arms of an angel. I'm getting to know you on a personal level, stripper, and you are sad. You are very upset. If there's any strippers here, can I just say, strippers, please, when you're dancing on somebody, don't start up a conversation with another stripper in your native tongue. That's really rude. And it really ruins the fantasy that I didn't pay you for this. This is what I want to pretend. And even if you're not talking about me, I think you are. And I'm very self-conscious. That would be like if I was text messaging while telling my jokes. Just, it's your job. Just put your heart into it. I tell you what I've started doing sitting at a strip club is I just try to force eye contact with the stripper. See who breaks first. And it's usually the dancer. I'm not going to lie. It's the gateway to the soul. Gets a little intense in there. Somebody starts falling in love. It's, I'm high. I'm sorry. Any UFC fans here? Any Ultimate Fighting? I like that shit, but I think they're running out of nicknames. Like, there's a guy now nicknamed the Man Finisher, and that's just... that does not sound dangerous. That just... It's hilarious. You got Rogan calling the fights, and they're like, that's why they call him the Man Finisher. He's finishing men all over the place. I was trying to watch the last pay-per-view, the GSP comeback one. That was awesome. But there was two ladies at the bar wrecking it for everybody, just complaining about how much they hate UFC. Just being like, oh, I hate UFC. It's so gay. It's such a gay sport. It's just two guys rolling around on the ground. Just kiss already. It's so gay. And I was like, I get it that it's not for everybody, but if you don't like something, like, fucking avoid it. Don't show up and wreck it for everybody else. That's just a dick move. And I guess, I can give maybe to the casual observer, UFC could appear slightly homoerotic. There are two muscled up guys in Speedos. They spend a lot of time on the ground in a position called a full mount. Like, yeah, sure. But I don't think it feels very gay to the guys fighting. I don't know, I've never had anyone knee me right in the face and go, oh, what a fag. Oh, check out this homo choking me to death back here. What a queer. And if you're sexually turned on by that kind of violence, that's a whole different thing than gay. You've reached a new plateau on the Kinsey scale with that one. And I don't know anyone that into violence. I know people, maybe choke them, a good firm spanking. I don't know anyone who's like, oh, I can't come unless you slap me into a Fujiwara armbar and dislocate my shoulder for me. You know what lights me up like a road flare? When you kneel on my clavicle and just hammer fist me in the kidneys. Talk about Boner City, you guys. That is the best. Mind you, if two guys did just gay out in the middle of a pay-per-view, I want to watch that. I want to see that happen. Not because I'm dying to see two guys make out, but you know that that footage will never be replayed again. Like, Dana White will bury it in a safe in his backyard and make Randy Couture guard it forever. You'll never see it again. I just want to hear the announcers try to call that. What would you call that move, Joe? I don't know, a mouth lock? He's got that mouth lock cinched in pretty tight. That's below the belt, so I don't know what the official ruling will be on that mouth lock. I think what's important to point out is that his opponent is not defending himself at all. He should really call the fight at this point. Well, you know, that's why they call him the man finisher. He'll be finishing men all over the place. Yeah, you guys are fun. Grossed out when I talk about gay shit, but really fun. I have an increasing number of gay fans, and here I went to theater school. I did that, and so I got called gay a lot for doing that. So I cultivated a look that would make me definitely not gay. And then I found out that bears are a thing. And all I've done is dress like a giant gay dude. And now I have all these fans who are way into bears, and they write shit online that just makes me feel very objectified. I don't know if they're that into my comedy or if they just want me to post more shirtless cottage pictures on my Facebook page. I feel very weird. My buddy's like, what happens if a gay dude hits on you? What happens? What would you do? I'll tell you what I do. I fucking feel gorgeous. That is the best. When a gay guy hits on me, I float home on gossamer wings. I could not be happier. Because the gay dudes I know have way better taste in women than the straight girls I know, or men, rather. I fucked that up. I'm still high. Gay guys I know bring their boyfriends around. They're always awesome. They got wicked hair. You know where all the cool restaurants are. I get along great with my mom. Girls I know bring their boyfriends around at some fucking skid mark. This is my boyfriend Tron. He plays djembe in a drum circle, and he's a part-time bike courier. And then Tron goes, hey, I didn't bring a wallet. And, you're getting hit tonight, Tron. I'm punching you in the face. I almost didn't make it here to the show tonight, you guys. I almost got into a fight on the way here. Had a show to do, didn't want blood on my hands, so I threw down my trump card before the fight started. He really wanted to go. He was like, you want to fucking fight? Let's do this. I just looked him in the eyes and said, buddy, you better back off or I'll rape you. Because that ends a fight. No man wants to fight another man whose strategy is gain the upper hand and get inside of him. Sometimes you got to talk it out. You got to let them know you're serious. This isn't a gay thing. This isn't like prison about being the alpha dog. This is just me wanting to hurt you with my penis. That's all this is. It's not going to be fun for you at all. I'm going to kiss your neck a lot and sing Lionel Richie to you. And at some point, I'm just going to starfish and spin like a weird breakdancing move. I've been alone with you inside my mind. You should have ran. You should have run away. when I told you I was going to do this. This is half your fault. One of the guys said, what would you do if that guy called you bluff? You said you're going to do all this shit, and they still wanted to fight. And ladies and gentlemen, when you use rape as a self-defense technique, you are not allowed to bluff. A threat is just a promise you make when you're angry. What I'm saying, Vapor Central, is I will rape a man to prove a point. And that point is, if you fuck with me, I will literally fuck with you. Have a good night, everyone.
K. Trevor Wilson, the man mountain of comedy. All right, guys, it's the end of the show. We got some prizes for you guys. And how it works is we do trivia here. And so it's just easy questions for the stoners. We can get you the prizes and safe at home watching Bruce Willis movies. So before I do the trivia, show you what we got on the prize block. Always fun stuff here. Great prizes. We've got, and all provided by Vapor Central. We've got pieces of cardboard. Rolling papers made out of weed, so you can roll up hash in your weed and then wrap it in weed, which is like the turducken of drugs. Bigger rolling papers also made out of weed for when you need to be really fucked up for something like a born-again Christian wedding. This is a new one. I haven't done a Thursday here in a while, but we've got this, which is apparently called a doob tube. And it keeps the smell of your doob in the tube. And it's, you can put like 3 doobs in here or 1 big fucking doob in here. And this is also the first thing a cop will find when he searches you. And then, of course, our grand prize, our own patented Vapor Central Ukrainian gypsy-proof lighter holder that'll prevent those fucking creepy uke gyps from sneaking up behind you when you're skating on the rink at Christie Pitts, and then you're like, I need a fucking post-game smoke, and then you reach for your lighter, and you realize one of the players was fucking a gypsy, and they take off their helmet, and they have scraggly hair and a weird old lady bandana, and they've stolen your lighter, and they're taking off uphill, like blasting 2 hair dryers on their skates still, and they fucking take these lighters back to their gypsy lairs where they boil them down to their base elements, and they use what the byproduct to make crystal balls that they pray to, so that all your firstborn children are born with hair on their backs. So this will prevent that. Here we go. Stupid things. Stupid. Okay, here's our trivia. Easy trivia, always, okay? So if you know the answer, stand up and scream the answer, okay? You gotta stand up, and we got our judges in the back there checking the room. Okay, easy trivia. What is the name of the treaty that detailed the division of land after the split of Yugoslavia? The treaty after that was signed after the split of Yugoslavia? Each one? It was called the Treaty of Borgosiev. You guys never heard of the Treaty of Borgosiev? Ja Rule wrote a song about it. Treaty of Borgosiev, holla, murder, Borgosiev. Don't remember that? Okay. Different question. What does it mean when you get your purple belt? Okay, like you know when you fuck a black chick, that's your black belt. When you fuck an Asian chick, that's your yellow belt. A purple belt is a chick who's choking on a chunk of chicken. You guys didn't know that? You didn't know that? Never got your purple belt? I got my purple belt. I hang out in a lot of KFCs waiting. Just like, who's going to be purple belt? Okay, easy question. Remember, just stand up and yell it. What color is a green apple? Way to go, lady in the back who finally stood up. Oh, Yeah, fuck you. None of you stood up, you lazy fucks. Everyone was like, green, 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 green. Oh, fuck. And then one lady finally was like, I've got the power, green. All right, I'll get you a prize. Way to go. That was a fun fucking show, guys. You were awesome. We're here every Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday. Party hard, smoke it like it's weed.
Should I trade half my money for 10 times as much sex? It's an equation from hell. It's an equation from hell. It's an equation from hell. It's an equation from hell.